Welcome back to Ron Plays Games Badly. My name is Ron. This is what I hope is the finale to Dark Souls Remastered. I don't think it should take all that much time to beat Lord Gwyn with how high leveled we are. This is going to be our setup. Dragon Crest Shield has some of the best fire resistant game. This sword I have blessed. Plus 10. It's a divine weapon. It does a lot of magic damage. I believe magic and fire, ironically, is good against him. But first, before we do that, there's a few things we need to read. And we're going to do that. If you're not interested in reading, I will have a timestamp up for you to jump ahead to. So you can just get to the fight. But yeah, let's get started here. I don't think there's anything in... We definitely have not read these. So, let's get started here. Soul of Gravelord Nito, first of the dead. This Lord Soul was discovered at the dawn of the Age of Fire. Gravelord Nito administers the death of all manner of beings. The power of this soul is so great that it satiates the Lord Vessel, despite the fact much of its energy has already been offered to death. Soul of the Bed of Chaos and the Mother of all Demons. This Lord Soul was found at the dawn of the Age of Fire. A witch of Izalith attempted to duplicate the first flame from a soul, but instead created a distorted being of chaos and fire. Its power formed a bed of life, which would become the source of all demons, and is more than enough to satiate the Lord Vessel. Bequeathed Lord Soul Shard. This is from the Four Kings who fell to dark. Hold on. Okay. Lord Gwyn recognized the foresight of these four great leaders of Anor Londo, four great leaders of New Londo, and granted them the ranks and the fragment of a great soul. Although this is not a full Lord Soul, it can still satiate the Lord Vessel. Albino Seath the Scaleless. Seath, allied with Lord Gwyn, turned upon the dragons, and for this he was awarded dukedom. That's a word for you. Dukedom. Embraced by the royalty and given a fragment of the great soul. Although just a piece, it will satiate the Lord. Oh yeah, we never did anything with that. Did we read this? Chaos Land is an art of the lost city of Izalith, handled only by blacksmiths knowledgeable in ancient methods. Blah, 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 blah. Chaos weapons are demon weapons augmented by humanity, which inflict fire damage. What else do we have? I haven't really read a whole lot of these. Logan acquired at the Regal Archives. Nope. Pale magic spears sharpened through crystallization are on par with augments of the ancient lords. Though no longer causes curses, what madness caused Old Big Hat to appropriate this frightful power of the ancient dragon? Crystal magic weapon. Logan's trials were successful, and the crystal medium facilitated a stronger bond between weapon and soul. Looked at these. We look at these. The best sorcery discovered by Ulasil sorcerer on the brink of madness. Fire giant dark orb. In contrast to standard soul sorceries, abyss sorceries are weighty and inflict physical damage. Blah blah blah. Okay. Fire Tempest. Primal Pyromancy of Quilana of Izalith. Erect. Giant fire pillars in vicinity. The tempestuous raging flames resemble those summoned by the Daughters of Chaos when they are challenged the ancient dragons and scorched the very earth. The Witch of Izalith, in an ambitious attempt to copy the first flame, created instead the Flame of Chaos, a twisted bed of life. Part of the Flame of Chaos, which engulfed the Witch of Izalith. Okay, so that was the eldest daughter we got that from. We're running out of good stuff. The rest of this people either read or didn't. The Great Sword of Artorias. You get this using the Soul of Sif. Sword born from the soul of the great grey wolf Sif, guardian of the grave of the Abysswalker Knight Artorias. Artorias hunted the dark race, and his sword strikes harder against dark servants. So that still remains true. Okay, so this one does magic damage, and this one is all physical. Gotcha. The Moonlight Greatsword. Yeah, that 28. That's where it gets us. Okay. If you've ever played any FromSoft game, you have found the Moonlight whatever. Dark Souls and Bloodborne, it's essentially the Moonlight Greatsword. In Armored Core, it's Moonlight, what's the weapon that goes in your left arm? The blade. It has Moonlight in the name. This goes back to Kingsfield, I think. Maybe even older. This sword, one of the rare dragon weapons, came from the tale of Seath the Scaleless, the pale white dragon who betrayed his own. Seath is the grandfather of sorcery, and this sword is imbued with his magic, which shall be unleashed as a wave of moonlight. So yeah, when you use, I think, a two-handed strong attack, you fire basically a Cloud Strife's blade beam. It's pretty sweet. Does that in Armored Core too. What do we got? Oh, yes. Wooden Hammer, the giant blacksmith in Anor Londo who handles lightning weapons. Giant blacksmith forges with his wooden hammer, as it would be hazardous to handle lightning weapons with metals. Metal Hammer of Andre of Astora, blacksmith at the Old Church, can be used as a strike weapon, but better left in the hands of its talented owner. Yeah, it doesn't do like shit for damage. This one, though, this is a pretty epic weapon. I think it's Twinkling Titanite, so you can use Twinkling to get it to +5, and you just own everybody. Ooh. A sorcery catalyst born from the soul of Manus, father of the Abyss. A rough old wooden catalyst large enough to be used as a strike weapon. Similar to the 10 crystallization catalyst, it boosts the strength of sorceries, but limits the number of casting. This is from Manus' soul and a regular sorcery catalyst over at the giant blacksmith. Demon catalyst formed from Izalith molten rock. Can be used as a fire weapon. The demon fire sage was the first demon and the last master of the original fire arts before the Witch of Izalith was engulfed by chaos, creating pyromancy. Catalyst of the Witch of Izalith of long ago, when her daughters were still flame witches, before they were engulfed by the chaos flame. Before the birth of pyromancy, their wands were mediums for sorcery, but knowledge of this flame sorcery has long since. If you're a sorcerer, this is the one you want. Catalyst imbued with terrifying crystal magic, used by Logan after his fixation on Seath. Makes all sorceries incredibly powerful, but demands extremely high intelligence from the builder, and halves sorcery usages. A lot of people switch. They carry this as a second catalyst, and when they get to a boss, they switch to this one. We read this, right? I think we read this too. HP recovery. That may be just about all of our reading. I think we got some armors, maybe. See here. Crystallized helm worn by a hollowed knight who is partially crystallized. The power of the crystal grants high defense. Even know his name or what he was doing there, or what? I'm guessing this is basically what was going to happen to us, right? We weren't female, so we weren't going to be a firekeeper, and we're not brimming with humanity the way females are, especially ones training to become firekeepers. So, like, we're either going to become a snake man or one of these. Oh, the brass arm. Oh, big hat. Gigantic hat worn by the great sorcerer Logan. It completely hid his face, which led to his nickname, Big Hat. Famously antisocial, Logan used it to block out noise and people's stares so he could focus on his own thoughts. But it does not possess any special magic power. There'd be some down here. Ah, the channelers. We read this one. Over the channelers, sorcerers that serve Seath the Scaleless. Even after the onset of Seath's madness, the Snatchers, as they're often called, ventured to far lands to find suitable human specimen. The heaviest of protective gear for sorcerers. Okay, so this said that, you know, they were his eyes. And then the body armor says that they were Snatchers. So that's how Rhea got there. That's how Rhea got to the Duke's archives when we found her. She got snatched up by one of these channelers. Did we read the Iron Golem stuff? Guardian of Ancient Sin's Fortress, slayer of heroes who ventured forth into Anorlando. At its core, it's a mere hunk of iron. It can be equipped as solid protective gear, but its immense weight hinders stamina recovery. I think we read Ornstein. I think we read this, right? Helm of Hawkeye Goth, one of Gwyn's 4 knights. A helm crafted especially for the honorable Hawkeye Goth. Only the eye holes were packed with tree resin by those who dismissed Goth as a brutish giant. When I said before that he thinks he's blind, it may not be that he is actually blind. It may be more that the eyes of his helmet are packed with tree resin, and he never removes his helmet, so he doesn't know his eyes work. Armor donned by Goth since his days as Dragon Slayer, the medallion bequeathed by the Lord himself, the dragon bone pauldrons are symbols of the highest honor. Received as a decoration of honor, crafted by similar material to the gauntlets worn by the Silver Knights. I never realized that was different. Are these different? No. Huh. I think we read this. Yeah, we read this. We read that. We know he was raised as a girl. Oh, Kirk. Kirk, Knight of Thorns, a notorious member of the Dark Race. A dense patch of thorns grows from its surface. It's a fitting item for the murderous Kirk, for by simply wearing it and rolling, one can damage enemies. Maybe it's his weapons that tell us what I'm looking for. So here's the first one to set out. We know that. Don't think we've got anything in our rings or whatever. Did we ever read the Hornet Ring? On special range granted to the 4 Knights of Gwyn, the Hornet Ring belonged to the Lord's Blade Kieran. A boosting critical attacks, its wearer can annihilate foes as Kieran's dagger laid waste to Lord Gwyn's enemies. Boost critical attacks. Why am I not wearing that? I knew about it. I know what it does. I knew it existed. I knew I had it. Okay. I want to look at something real fast. Because I think there's something we need to read in here. Blah, 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 blah. We read this. Massive activity against agents of the dark. That would have been neat to know. Okay, I'm sorry, what? Okay, so let's go down here. Do the spiked shield real quick. Infamous Dark Wraith Kurt, Knight of Thorns, covered with spikes. Cause heavy bleeding. No. Where is it? We have it. Probably doesn't say what I think it's gonna say. There it is. First weapon of the infamous Dark Wraith Kirk, also known as the Knight of Thorns, for the gnarly spikes on his favorite weapon. Rifle sword deals only thrust attacks and causes heavy bleeding. Okay, so it doesn't say it. Kirk is believed to be gathering up humanity to save the fair lady. I fucked it up. We get the same effect though. All right. Here we go. Make sure I can fast roll. Prepare anything we need. Let's offer those 4 giant souls. Thief Nito, Witch of Izalith, the 4 kings. Those are the 4 required bosses. Plus any bosses required to get to them. Which ones those are depends on what items you have sometimes. Like the Master Key, you can skip a few. DLC is not necessary at all. Neither is the Painted World. Alright. I think. Oh, we can't kindle this. Interesting. Alright. Go do it to it. Don't worry. I won't say that again for a while. Kiln of the First Flame. Love it. Now these Black Knights, there's 4 types of Black Knight weapons. Each one of these Black Knights has one of those weapons, and each one of these Black Knights respawns. Black Knights also drop Titanite chunks, which is the one thing you cannot buy. Oh, that's not true. You cannot buy chunks or slabs. Dark Wraiths drop slabs. These guys will drop chunks. Now I'm really debating on we can bring Solaire into this. I don't know if we want to. It's gonna throw the AI off quite a bit. Might just try it without him and see how it goes. There's something. Isn't there something around here? And boo boo. Whoa. Is there an item around one of these? Yeah, there it is. Aha. Whoa, boy. You know what? Oh. Death number 1. You know why they give you that? Black Knight weapons and armor have been charred by Gwyn linking the fire. So he deals out fire damage, and fire... They have very high fire resist. Fire does not damage that armor. They're Silver Knight armor that's been charred by the flame. First home. Boop. Okay, well, we got that. So we're just gonna run past everybody, I guess. Yeah, you can farm these guys here. This is a damn good place to do it. If you have come this far, I would go farm everything you want to farm for New Game Plus. I would go buy everything you want to do. I would go kindle all the bonfires you want to kindle. I'd get it all done, because once you beat Gwyn, there's no turning back. You're just going to be in New Game Plus. If you want the Black Knight weapons, now's the time to get it. If you want chunks, now's the time to get them. Yada, 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 yada. I don't typically do New Game Plus. I might at some point. Probably not on this character. Now, why not? Maybe on this character at some point. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, all these Black Knights come back. They all respawn. I think over here to the left is Solaire. So if you're going to use him... I thought it was over here to the left. Maybe it's over there. It's advised to kill these guys. Come on, come on. No! I hit the button, but it didn't... Boosted critical attacks by my Hornet Ring. You parry a lot. It's a good ring to have. Oh, check that out. My third Black Knight sword. I had 2 attempts to get the Black Knight halberd, and I still never got it in this playthrough. The player should be around here somewhere. Maybe he isn't with these guys. I don't remember him being. It'd be nice if I could kick you off, but... Oh, that hurt. Yeah, that seemed like you weren't even trying, bro. Oh, cool. So they drop all sorts of chunks. I guess based on what weapon they're holding is which one they're doing. There's like 4 different types, right? You're the one I'm not going to be able to parry. No, I tried it. I shouldn't have. Now, it is important to note. Oh. Aha! Well, I've got all I need for New Game Plus now. That's my favorite weapon in the game. Is his summon sign here? I wanted to show where his summon sign was. I thought it was back there. We should have Solaire, and we're human. We saved him. In case someone didn't know about him, I wanted to show off his time. Did I just miss it? It should be golden. Thought it was over here. Am I just missing it? What? I don't understand. The lair doesn't just fuck off. We did save him, right? I did kill the one that kills him? Hold on. No, 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 no. He did live, yes? Yes, Daughters of Chaos. If he's down here, then we didn't kill the red-eyed sunlight maggot. What?
Was it all?
What?
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 Yeah, well, that was not my fault, was it? Okay, here we are. Let's see what happens when we talk to him again. We might have lost dialogue just then. I don't know. Is it the game may know that I talked to him? You just hurt my friend? So we did kill the red eye.
Was it all a lie? Have I done this all for nothing? Oh, my dear son. What now? What should I do? My son. My dear, dear son. Was it all a lie? Oh, my...
Okay. If I quit load, will he be gone? I don't remember having to find him here to do this. Oh, he's still here.
Was it all a lie? Oh. Was
Alright.
it all a lie? Oh, my...
Okay, let's see if his summon sign is there now. I just want to show where it is. More than anything. Really weird. Huh, usually he does his thrust attack, that's why I went left. Usually he can't trap me when I'm that close to him. Didn't even try. Yep. Yep. We'll try it once or twice without him, though. I want to try to parry Gwyn out. I've done it before, just off camera, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. I don't think I ever finished that playthrough I had on my primary channel. No? Okay. I thought there he is. That's what we had to do. Really? 3 for 3, huh? Uh-huh. So yeah, if you summon him here, the thing that I don't like... Good God, they just drop him all the time now. The thing that I don't like is he doesn't talk, right? Like, he doesn't have any dialogue about, like, you taking him into Gwyn and finding Gwyn or anything. It's like his son is not referring to Lord Gwyn. Where am I gonna get that axe? I want to ask you a question about your axe. Okay. I think I was gonna hit you that already. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've never used it. We're not using it now as I can't upgrade it, but Great Axe of the Black Knights who wander Lordran, used to face chaos demons. The large motion that puts the weight of the body to attack reflects the great size on. Okay, so that's basically the same as all their weapons. It is advised to kill these two. You don't have to. It is because... Sorry, I just knocked my microphone away. Oh my God, they're just dropping them all over the place. If you don't kill them and you don't roll forward from here as fast as you can, they will hit you through the fog wall. It's super annoying. Oh God. Oh. Don't you grab me, you son of a bitch. There it is. I tried. I couldn't recover. I did it way too early. Oh boy. There it is. Yep. Death number 2. First one to Gwyn though. $852 was solid though. 852 damage. I can probably parry him out in 5, I think. I'm trying to play through. I'm trying to be totally human through this whole thing. It was also weird that he ran at me before he jumped. That was strange. I wonder what lightning does. It's supposed to be weak to magic. I wonder if lightning does any better. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, you son of a bitch. That's a hell of a jump. He did that up the stairs, I would like to point out. Oh, God damn it, the stamina drain. 6. I bet I could do it in 6. Really? That was from the his second attack. I didn't actually try to parry that. Where is it? No! Never mind. Where is it? Oh, it was right there. Damn it, that's where I usually heal. Alright, 2 deaths. So it just occurred to me, I am not human. Oh, good. Good, good, good. It's not a big deal. I've never beaten this game as a human before. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm used to that one-shotting me. I'm not used to being level 94 or whatever I am. That didn't do 989 damage. That did the 852 plus 137? Is that what it said before? Yeah, see. Oh no. That's how he's gonna get me. What was that? Dude. Back off, will you? No! Oh god. Oh my god, dude. No. Are you serious? They're trying to hit me through the fog wall? Double check. Oh my god. Alright. I'll be human next time. Alright. I tried. Not nearly as much. So, lightning is not a good choice. If I knew how to quick menu, I'd change it out while he's on the ground. There's the kick I wanted to avoid. Alright. That ought to give me my stamina back. Not too shabby. See, when Jeff did this, he did it on the same. Oh, did that get him? There we go. I thought I'd have to do it one more time. Okay. I might as well. I think that's lost. I don't know if I can recollect that. Well, we might accidentally get the wrong ending. But before I do that... All right, right. There it is. Soul of Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. Soul of the Gwyn, Lord of Sunlight and Cinder. Soul of the Gwyn, Lord of Sunlight and Cinder, who linked the first flame. Lord Gwyn bequeathed most of his power to the gods and burned as a cinder for the first flame. But even so, Lord Gwyn's soul is a powerful thing indeed. So, I don't think I can get that. That's not the ending I wanted to do. I'm glad I got to be human for this. But yeah, so the whole point is kind of like people talk about how the boss of the game is just a big letdown. because he's not much of a fight. That's what Manus is for, right? Manus is supposed to be basically the ultimate boss of this game. Story-wise, what we just experienced with Gwyn is definitely the best kind of ending, right? Because he was this great and powerful lord. He was king of the gods. And it's all gone. He withered away in order to preserve the world and the age of fire. He withered away and became hollow. I mean, I learned more about that process a little bit in Dark Souls 3. We learned that it is possible to survive kindling this. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and do what is considered the good ending. Not like it's the best of the endings, but one is considered to be a good ending, one is considered to be a bad ending. The framped ending, if you will. Yeah, let's do it. Let's continue the Age of Fire. And there we have it. We've linked the fire, we've preserved the world. We know from Dark Souls 3 that if we had chosen to let the fire go out and chosen what's considered to be like the villain ending, right? Not bad as in the quality of it or whatever, but the bad ending as in we kind of become the villains, we become the King of Hollows and Lord of the Darkness and all that. Because we let the fire go out and the abyss kind of takes over. In Dark Souls 3, we learn if we do that right, that the Bell of Awakening will be rung. And someone will be brought back to life to force the fire to be linked. Or will they? I don't know. Who would it be, right? There's a whole... This has happened over and over and over and over again in Dark Souls 3. Gwyn was the first one to ever do this that we know of. So yeah. Then real quick before we call the video here, because at this point I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't know how I'm going to edit it yet, but we're almost at an hour. I fucked it up and we didn't get to talk to Framped or Calf, right? But Framped wanted us to link the fire. And then Kath wanted us to not link the fire. So already, no matter what you do, you're not really making much of a choice. You're kind of being manipulated into it either way. Like, we've been lied to over and over again, right? Like, you could argue Gwendolyn, right, through his illusion that is Princess Guinevere, Queen of Sunlight or whatever. Her illusion tells us that if we link the fire, if you remember, think back to when I beat Ornstein and Smo and went and talked to her. She says that if we were to link the fire, it would end the cycle and no undead would ever need to go through this again. No undead would ever have to sacrifice themselves ever again. There's no way we're that much more powerful than Gwyn in his prime, right? And we know, again, because Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3, the way things keep going, that in fact, this is the cycle we're being lied to. And no matter what we do, the fire is eventually going to start fading, and someone else is going to have to sacrifice themselves to light the fire. We find out in Dark Souls 3 that is possible to survive that. But it kind of fucks you up once you do it. But yeah, oh, we were originally told there was 1 bell of awakening, there was 2 bells of awakening. Like, it's just, yeah, you're being lied to and manipulated the entire time, and no matter what ending you choose, the insinuation is that you were manipulated into choosing that. So, I don't know, it's interesting. I really like this game. I don't usually play it all the way to the end, like I said. I've only seen the endings a few times. But yeah, we will eventually get to Dark Souls 2 and onward. I want to take kind of a break from the Souls series now that we've done Demon Souls in this. And I already know what my next game is going to be, but I'm going to take maybe a break of a couple days, get caught up, because while this was supposed to be a thing that was kind of front-loaded, eventually it got to the point with some of the editing I had to do that I would record an episode and then edit it and upload it that day. So it was like by the time you guys got it, it had just finished being done.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. I sucked at this. So, you know. I think I'm gonna take a break. I got a couple of games in the pipeline I want to play. I don't know. Dark Souls 2. When I say Dark Souls 2, I mean Scholar of the First Sin. I don't know. I can't play it. So I was really kind of depending on Jeff's help for that. But right now, since we're doing Daughters of Ash, he's kind of maybe decided he doesn't want to do Dark Souls 2. I may just be jumping straight to Bloodborne next, if that is the case. Because I have tried again and again and again and again to adjust to Dark Souls 2, but I don't know that I can do it. I've never even gotten to the first boss. That's not in the tutorial, basically. In Dark Souls 2, but just because I can't. Every game gets faster and more difficult, and Dark Souls 2 slows down to a grinding halt, and everybody moves and acts like they're underwater, basically. And it just throws you off enough. I've never been able to adjust to it. I just can't. So, I don't know. It was on sale on Steam recently, and there is a mod that makes it feel more like Dark Souls 1. It kind of speeds everything up a tiny bit. I could always try that, but I kind of don't want to, because then I'm not really playing the game, if that makes sense. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I was really kind of depending on co-oping it with Jeff. He owns it, so either through summoning or through just trading the controller back and forth, which is probably the way we would do it. But I don't know. I'll talk more with him. We are currently recording Daughters of Ash. When that gets finished or close to finished, I will start uploading those. I am editing them and getting them ready to upload. I just haven't been uploading them yet. So, with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you finished this playthrough, I think my next playthrough you're going to really enjoy, because it's going to be interesting. For some of you, it's going to be deep cuts callback. It's going to really remind you of back in the day. Some of you will probably have never seen it before. So it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. Anyways, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.